Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading today, a Friday, here at MadWorldTarot, and we are looking at Parkle finances again. And the reason we are looking at them is because there's been a rumor that has come from somebody who claims to have access to the film industry, Hollywood, basically, through, I don't know what precisely, family member or a friend or someone like that. And she comments quite regularly on social media, on certain platforms, including Twitter, X. And she claims, so we're going to say allegedly, the Parkles are broke. And this is something that Harry has only very recently found out. He's just been made aware, basically, that they are out of money, as she puts it, broke, as I would put it, and that this is one of the reasons why he's disappeared, basically. I'm paraphrasing, but this is one of the reasons why he has separated from her, at least business-wise, and gone off on his own. A little tangent. And apparently the situation is so bad, according to this source, that the Parkles are defaulting on their bills. Right, so that's what we're looking at now, and we are looking at it with the Apprentice Tarot, because it's a learning tarot, and perhaps Harry has just learnt some home truths about what's going on with their finances. They've had these mega deals from Netflix and Spotify, and he's at Chimpo. Apparently gets $1 million a year from Better Up to be Chimpo. Not sure about that. They've got other gigs. He, of course, had the huge 4-book deal with Penguin Random House, got the huge advance. I don't know if he's earned out his advance. The soft cover version of Spare isn't selling well, doesn't have any new material, and it doesn't look like he's got any other books to produce. Polo documentary out for Netflix in a few days. Oh my. Allegedly terrible. From inside sources, shall we just say. So we're going to look at this. We're going to ask who runs the household finances and how bad are the finances. We're going to ask about Harry. There they are in reverse, the strength card. We're going to ask about Harry's knowledge and his response, allegedly. We're going to ask about earning potential for them, him and her. And we're going to also look at the lawsuits, Harry's relentless litigation, because he admitted in that interview the other day in New York that it was going to cause him problems. Even if he won, he might be liable for a hefty costs bill in the UK. That's how the UK system rolls, and why not force people to settle? Lawsuits, we're going to look at those as well, and outcome for them as a couple, not individually. Where are they heading financially? Are they heading for financial ruin, or are they going to be saved at the last minute, as often seems to happen, at least with a has-been? And we got the King of Wands, underlying energy, and let's remind you, it's tarot for fun and entertainment, all speculation, all my opinion. Just read energy, and there is a disclaimer in the box below. So our King of Wands is entertainment. Very much the entertainment industry. It's very much showtime. It's also, it's her trying to still do the showbiz thing, or a showbiz adjacent with a lifestyle brand. But it's him as well. He's out there saying, look at me, I'm everywhere, popping up here and there, and doing all these heroic things. And showing off tremendously. King of Wands says bold leadership motivates others, ambitious and driven. That for sure, they both are. They both are. So our underlying energy is very forceful, it's very directed, it's very strong. So it's not, oh whoa. Not yet, although my eye keeps drifting along to the next card down, and I'm sure many of you will be familiar with the old Five of Cups, which is oh whoa, but we'll put it back out of sight for now. Situation, we're dealing with Parkle finances. Three of Pentacles, okay. Still got things going, still got projects, still got fingers in various pies. With that Three of Pentacles, because it's working with people, building things, it's coming together to collaborate. She, of course, with her various plans and schemes, and he with his. And so still working, still hustling, still, you might even say grifting, allegedly. And so busy, haven't given up. I definitely have not given up. And I'm getting the little engine that could kind of energy, one of my favorite childhood stories, and I think a good little lesson in that little story. Let's just have a look at who's running the finances in the household, shall we? Oh dear, Ace of Wands. Misdirected energy. I wonder whose energy is misdirected with the Ace of Wands in reverse. You know, it's giving me the sense that nobody's managing the finances. Ace of Wands in reverse. He's not, she's not. They've delegated it to someone, somewhere, or haven't even really thought about it. And you can speculate how they spend their days, that they aren't maybe even capable of thinking about it. And here's the credit card spend away. But that Ace of Wands in reverse is a bit of a frightening energy. It's not a money energy at all. It's lack of focus, lack of drive, ideas, don't have ideas, don't give direction to other people to follow through on. Apparently very difficult to work for that reason, because they have an idea and then the next day they have a different idea, or probably can't even remember that they had the idea. That's of course me being snarky, because we're just here for the tarot and the snark, really. So let's see what their actual financial situation is now. Is there any truth to what the source has to say, or what her sources have to say, shall we say? Got the Queen of Cups. That's not a broke energy. Not at all. Queen of Cups. It's not financial ruin, never. But it can be relying too much on connections that come through that Queen of Cups. And we all know who the Queen of Cups is in these readings. Mummy Diana. And a lot of this energy gets filtered through Mummy Diana. So Mummy Diana might be telling them what to do, as she speaks daily apparently to Meghan, or they might be trading too much on the Mummy Diana thing of this always opens doors, this unlocks bank vaults, and you know, we have stuff, we have a trust fund, we have resources, we have connections, we have stories, and we can always tell these stories, and people will always be patient and listen and maybe hand over money or give us access to things through the Queen of Cups. So it's trading on emotions and past energy. For me, I always say this with the Queen of Cups, it's got that kind of sentimental, looking at the past energy rather than looking at the future. So I'm not getting ruin and devastation right now, but let's work along and see Harry. Has Harry been made aware that things are perhaps a bit perilous, shall we say? Has he always known this, or is this got the Ace of Pentacles? This is the big payday. They get out there. Sorry for the birds shouting in the garden, but they're eating in the rain. Things are obviously hatching, which are very tasty. The Ace of Pentacles is you need to make money now, lots of it. You need to get out there. You need to get busy. You need a big payday. But it's also telling me he's had a big payday. It's kind of interesting. It's got a weird double energy, and he allegedly got that money from the trust fund from the late Queen Mother. And, you know, nobody really knows the truth of that situation. But there might have been a big payday. So he might be feeling quite comfortable, but also thinking, I've got prospects and things that I need to pursue. So I'm not getting doom at all. His current intentions towards money, what's he doing about money? I've already got an answer with that Ace of Pentacles, but I did ask the question. We've got another ace And it's tying me to the Queen of Cups energetically. I'm going to milk this situation. Ignore the new relationship and love thing. Got nothing to do with this reading. Well, we hope not. It's got everything to do with, I'm going to go and be popular. I'm going to go and do all the charity stuff again. He's got 2 aces, all new, very focused, very directed. We've got this Ace of Wands in reverse. It's always weird when you get so many aces in a reading. Harry, 2 aces. And then when I asked who's in charge of their finances, I get an ace in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. Nobody. It's aimless, directionless, apathetic energy there. But he's a man on a mission now. I do think he's just had a cash injection from somewhere close to home, I suspect. And no, not Montecito when I say home. And he's now thinking, exploit, oh, okay, that's my word, allegedly, exploit the charity thing, get popular again, do all of that stuff, and I can be rich like I was promised when I'm exited. So that's interesting. How about earning potential? His earning potential versus hers. His earning potential, I've got the 8 of Swords. In victim mentality, is that not interesting? Because for all this drive and enthusiasm that's there in his energy, he's still stuck in the mindset of Mummy Diana, I'm a victim, the royals were mean and nasty, they should never have taken my security away. They prevented us from doing our half in, half out thing that everyone else does and stopped us from earning, stopped me from litigating. Victim, victim, victim. He's got that mindset. So when we're asking his earning potential is curtailed by his mental problems. Victim mentality, as this card says. I think that's perfect expression for his mindset. So he is his own worst enemy. He is the reason why the money isn't flowing in. It should be flowing in for someone with his pedigree. The stories that he could be telling. I mean, he could have a chat show. He could be, because he's got the little black book to end all little black books. He could have everyone, if he had half a brain, even half a brain, and if he didn't whinge, and if he didn't dredge up the Mummy Diana thing at every opportunity, then it could be fascinating. You know, he was going to interview Putin and the Pope and whoever else over their childhood trauma, but if he was just going to interview them over, you know, how's it Putin? Different. Her earning potential. Where is she in this? I've got the 6 of Swords, and it says pulled back into turmoil because it's the 6 of Swords in reverse. Upright, it's transitioning, moving forward, letting go of bad ideas. Very similar to his. In fact, because it's a 6 of Swords in reverse, can't let go of things, can't imagine a new future, resistance to change, being pulled back into the past, being pulled back into bad habits, bad thought processes. So they're very similar here. All this excitement, all this potential here, but all we've got on the table is Mummy Diana, and then both of them stuck in certain mental constructs that need shifting before they can actually unblock their own earning potential. And I sound like a cheap sort of armchair psychologist now, but there you have it. That's what's coming through. So let's look at the lawsuits quickly and their impact on their finances. Their finances don't look nearly as dire as they're being represented, in my opinion. So I read the cards like they show up on the table, and this is what's coming through for me. They're still optimistic about it, and they're still busy with things. King of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, I have to say that. But the lawsuits, what are the lawsuits doing right now to their finances? Because she's trying to shut them down, and he's banging on. Yeah, you see, 8 of Pentacles, wasted money. repetitive activity, negative aspects of perfectionism. It's the working card, working hard for your money mastery, making stuff, making money. It's in reverse, squandering money on something that is never, ever, ever going to make it worthwhile. It's never going to be worthwhile. He said it himself. Even if he wins these lawsuits against the British press, he's still going to lose. But now he's a man of principle. He's telling us all. Ace of Pentacles in reverse is a big loss. That's the hit he's taking now. Wasting money on something. It's the grifter card. And so people who could be exploiting him, taking his money and not doing things properly. I'm just saying, it's there in the energy. He's hell-bent on spending all this money regardless of the return. Also in that energy of Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That is a bad money card. That is the first sign of trouble. Financial trouble, real sign of financial trouble, because they still got potential here if they just got themselves out of this victim mindset that they're both stuck in. And future with the lawsuits, how's it going to go ultimately for them and financially? 9 of Wands, this is the bloody, not giving a bloody and bruised. You can see it there, not giving up. Watching out for the next predicament, the next blow to fall. He's not going to give up with this. He's going to go bang on and on and on. And I remember a reading that I did a long time ago. I looked at the Parkles at 50. I think it was at 50. And Harry, I saw in that reading, it's always stuck in my mind. And I've done hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of readings on the royals by this time. It's stuck in my mind because Harry looked like he would still be litigating even then and not letting go of it. And it might have to do with his mental deficiencies, the whatever conditions he might have, mental, I don't know, I'm not a mental an expert in mental disorders at all, so this is pure speculation, but might have something to do with his mental development, that once he latches onto something, he just can't let it go. And this certainly ties to Mummy Diana and puts him in hero kind of mentality, and he thinks he is the hero of the moment, and that if he just goes on and on and on and on and on, eventually we will all realize he's the hero of the moment, the hour. And no, he's not. Ultimately, for them as a couple, financially, where are we heading? Not for them at 50, for them now. They still are technically a couple. And we got the King of Swords, and it's in reverse, a cold hard truth. Weak underlying concept, unethical, mentally unprepared. Upright, it's a very powerful, strong mind, truth seeker, all these wonderful words. Wise, fair, smart leadership, a clear business brain, all that stuff. It's all in reverse. So they're heading for disaster with this. Not soon, not now. They've still got some wiggle room. But if they carry on down this road of bad advice, bad leadership, stupid decision making, poor decision makers. Someone said they were very poor decision makers. They carry on down this path. It's going to end badly for them. They're going to have to face the cold hard truth at some stage about their financial situation, and it's going to be ugly. But we haven't got there yet. We are heading that way. And it looks like the real problem, the lawsuits, costing them a lot of money, and costing him a lot of money, and their own mindsets are blocking them from earning the kind of money that they should be able to earn effortlessly, given who they are, given the context that they have, the opportunities that they have been given. They have been given, as a couple, more opportunities than literally anyone I can think of. And they have messed it up because neither of them can let go of their sense of victimhood and their toxic blame and nastiness. That's my personal opinion about them, of course, and you may think quite differently, and you are very welcome to think quite differently about them. That's the reading for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.